Today's word is submission. This is not a poem or anything else. This is a what I guess your podcast, or this is just a this is about submission. The word submission. People see this word or hear this word and go nuts. Women hear it and are immediately put on the defensive. Men use it and seem to be empowered by it. I hate that I have to say this also about this, but I do not mean all men. I do not mean all women. It's just what people use. It's about the majority a lot of the times. So, this is what submission means to me. It isn't about submission. The mission isn't to be a sub. It is not to be less than or lower. The mission is to be a major factor. To outsiders, it seems like a woman may be submitting. She is becoming a major factor. If he needs food and you make it, you are not submitting. You are becoming a major factor. Yes, he can do it himself, but you did it. If he needs his feet rubbed, he can do that as well. But we don't do it as well. You do it better than we do. Rubbing our own feet doesn't feel the same. See, when you do it, he'll remember that. And you doing that, you have become a major factor, not a sub. Yes, he can fix his own plate, but you fixing it makes him happy. Watch the smile on his face. See the smile in his heart. It is up to him to transfer that also. You didn't submit. You became a major factor in his life when you did that. A formidable opponent for anyone trying to compete or take your spot, so to speak. A factor, not a sub. A major factor in his life. You knowing his birth date, his social, his coming and going, his bills, that is all power. You keep things running. That is peaceful. It seems like you are doing everything, and sometimes you are. Well, you probably aren't doing everything, but you are doing a lot. If he works, he is doing something. If he does repairs, he is doing something. If he takes you out, when he takes you out, he is providing protection. Do you ever see bodyguards and all they do is stand there being there? Just their presence? That is them providing protection. That is what we do as men. We provide protection. For all intents and purposes, no matter how you look at it, that is what we do. That's part of what we do. Knowing you have a man you can call for assistance is him being a factor. My car is broke down, let me call him. The thunder and lightning is not necessarily scaring you, but you do like him being there when there is thunder and lightning. That is him being a factor. You wanting to be in his arms when there's thunder and lightning. Not that you're afraid, but it is nice to have somebody there. That is him being a factor, not a sub. It all looks like submission from the outside. You coming when she called looks like, and people want to call it, you say you pee-whipped. So, who cares if you are? The pee is a wonderful, wonderful thing to be whipped by. Better than you running because your homeboys called. Every time your homeboys call, is that called being de-whipped? Because that looks a little suspect. When you're running behind your homeboys all the time, but your female calls, you don't want to run behind her, you don't want to see what she needs. That's a little suspect for me. Yes, he can clean, and he needs to. He needs to not take advantage and just leave things laying around. He can make you feel like a sub by not appreciating what you do, not rewarding or acknowledging your efforts. Don't try to look all into it as if he is petting a dog or something. Him rewarding you is just him showing appreciation for what you do and what you're doing. See, looking at things that way is how you get sidetracked. A reward is just that, a reward, a show of appreciation. Flowers, trips, candy, sending you out on a night with the girls. Whatever it is that you like, that is him showing appreciation. And it depends on what you like. If he is not doing what you like, let him know. That way he can show you appreciation the way that you like it. But he does need to do his part. Now, if she needs a car repairs or just someone to rub her feet, you should provide that. In return, she sees what you may need and she provides that. It isn't about submission. And it shouldn't even be about tit for tat. You do it because you want to see that person that you chose to be with happy. You chose to be with somebody, and since you chose to be with them, you should want to see that person happy. And it's not about submitting. It's about being a major factor in their life. Someone they can count on, knowing that you got somebody that has your back. It's not about submission. It's about now you have a person who is a major factor in your life. So when you hear submission, don't worry about it. That's just people trying to get you sidetracked. That's about you sidetracking yourself. That's about you setting up parameters that may mess you up in the end because some word got you to where you don't want to, in a sense, take care of the person that you're with. That you don't want to take the time to be concerned about their happiness. So if you're cooking what he wants, fixing what he needs, doing what he needs, caring for him, taking care of him, that is not submission. That is you becoming a major factor in that person's life. That is that person being able to think about you knowing that somebody has his back. Submission is just a word, and it's a lot of the times it is used to trigger you in a negative way. Don't let it do that. Don't let submitting or submission do that to you and what may be a good relationship. Become a major factor in your person's life. Become a major factor in a person's life. That's what's important. That can be more important. That is more important. Knowing that you are somebody else can count on. That's what means a lot. Coming from the Moments Minivan, I know me. This is knowing you.